It was our second day in Korea, and we decided to go to Gangcheon Rail Bike Ride and Nami Island. A day trip to Nami Island is one of the bucket lists for tourists who visit Seoul. The more popular option is booking a tour package in Klook with prices that ranges from 3,000 pesos to 5,000 pesos. However, in the spirit of adventure and saving money, of course, we decided to do a DIY tour. To do so, we relied on the Korean navigation app called Naver. Through Naver, we were able to know what train or bus to ride, on which station, and what time it will arrive and depart. One important thing to remember as well is that when you go outside of Seoul, you will need the T-Money card since the Climate card doesn't work on places outside of Seoul. Our first stop of the day was Gangcheon Rail Park, so we took the subway from our hotel to Gulbungsan Station.
And walking from the station to Gangcheon Railway Park, kay wala mi. So wala sulod among T-Money.
From the station to the rail park, it will take around 1.2-kilometer walk. And since it was a bright and sunny day with 16 degrees Celsius weather, we never hesitated to walk along the countryside of South Korea. It is worth to note that there are two rail parks in the area, Gapyeong and Gangcheon. And as DIYers, instead of going to Gangcheon, we ended up in Gapyeong Rail Park. At Gapyeong, we paid 35,000 won for a bike that is already good for 4. The park is located at Changtugil, Gapyeonggon, Gyeonggi-do. It is a rail bike tour departing from Gapyeong Rail Park towards the Zelkova Tree Tunnel.
Aka, Anika, are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy, alright.
Oh, you're happy, alright?
Passing through this tunnel of trees is a majestic experience for nature lovers.
Hi. Kaya pa ba? Kaya pa ba sa ating uphill battle? Sexy legs.
The trail passes through Gapyeongchon Stream Iron Bridge and the Bukhangang Iron Bridge. This trip is totally recommended, especially to those who have toddlers. This route was featured in the Korean film The Letter, and thus loved by couples and photographers all over the world since then. After eating some snacks, we took an Uber towards Gapyeong Wharf. For that 4-kilometer Uber ride, we paid 7,200 won. Not bad. For our Nami Island tour, we pre-booked a Nami Island package in Klook, which included the ferry ticket back and forth and the entrance to the island. The ferry ride was around 10 to 15 minutes, and before you know it, the snowman in Nami will welcome you. Since it's summer, the flowers were in full bloom in Nami. Nami Island is about 63 kilometers away from Seoul, in the middle of the Hangang River. It looks like a leaf floating gracefully on the top of Chungpyeong Lake. Nami Island was named after General Nami, a notable figure in Korean history who courageously fought in battles but died at the age of 26. His body is believed to be buried in the pile of stones on the northern hill of Nami Island. Seasonal rain used to transform this land into an island, but with the construction of the Chongpyeong Dam, it is now an island all year long. In 1965, Mr. Byung-do Min started planting thousands of trees to cultivate this island. Today, Nami Island is a place for rest and relaxation for both humans and animals to share in harmony. This information is provided for by the Korean government. For a Korean drama fan like me, Nami Island is more popular for being the filming site of the drama Winter Sonata, which has been popular in the Philippines in the 2000s. Notable things to consider in going to Nami Island is that there's a ferry boat that leaves every 30 to 20 minutes, starting at 8 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. A river cruise and train ride around the island is available for tourists as well. There's also a hotel available for tourists who want to stay overnight in the island. What I love most about Nami is that the birds and the bunnies are free to roam around and interact with people. This spot in Nami is also famous because the main characters of Winter Sonata has ridden a bike in this pathway. We totally loved Nami Island. We spent around 5 hours just strolling around and appreciating nature. This trip is totally recommended for those nature lovers, countryside trippers, or just a fan of Winter Sonata. This trip will totally not disappoint.